Everyone on the platform heard the sharp gasp before they saw her slip, and in that split second, when gravity decided to test fate, no one moved except the man holding a worn backpack and a sleepy child on his hip, a single dad who lunged forward without thinking, unaware that the woman he caught was about to change his life in ways neither of them could imagine. The evening rush at the old downtown train station had a way of turning people into shadows. Shoes echoed, announcements blurred, and faces passed without names. Adam Reed had learned to live inside that blur. At 34, his days were measured by school drop-offs, late bills, and the careful balancing act of raising his 6-year-old daughter, Lily, alone. That night, Lily's small hand clutched his jacket zipper as they hurried toward the stairs, the kind that dipped steeply and always felt a little dangerous when crowded. Adam noticed the woman just ahead of them, well-dressed but distracted, phone pressed to her ear, heels clicking too fast for the slick stone steps. The slip was sudden. Her heel twisted, her body pitched forward, and the phone flew from her hand. Adam didn't calculate risk or consequence. He shifted Lily behind him and reached out, catching the woman just as she would have fallen hard. The impact sent a jolt through his arm, but he held firm, bracing them both. For a moment, time froze. Her breath hitched, his heart pounded. Around them, the station noise rushed back in. "Are you okay?" Adam asked, steadying her until she found her balance. She nodded, shaken, eyes wide with the shock of how close she'd come. I think so. Thank you. That could have been bad. Only then did she really look at him, his tired eyes, the child peeking shyly from behind his coat, the quiet concern in his voice. "You didn't have to," she added softly. Adam shrugged, already stepping back. Anyone would have done the same. He picked up her phone from the step and handed it to her. "Be careful. These stairs are unforgiving." She smiled, a genuine one that lingered. "I'm Claire," she said, as if the moment demanded names. "Adam. And this is Lily." Lily gave a tiny wave, earning a smile that warmed something in Adam's chest he hadn't felt in a long time. They parted there, or so Adam thought, disappearing into different streams of people. He didn't know that Claire Bennett wasn't just another commuter. He didn't know she was the CEO of a fast-growing tech company, used to boardrooms and control, not near falls, and strangers saving her without asking anything in return. And Claire didn't know that the men who'd caught her carried more weight than a tired arm and a child's backpack. He carried loss, resilience, and a heart worn thin by responsibility. That night, Claire couldn't stop replaying the moment. Not the fear, but the calm strength in Adam's voice, the way he'd shielded his daughter first, then her. It unsettled her in the best way. Power usually insulated her from raw humanity, this had pierced straight through. On a quiet impulse she rarely allowed herself, she returned to the station the next evening, then the next, hoping coincidence might be kind. Adam, meanwhile, returned to routine. He cooked simple dinners, helped with homework, and collapsed into bed wondering how long he could keep going like this. When Lily asked if the nice lady from the stairs would come back someday, he smiled sadly and said probably not. Life, he'd learned, didn't often circle back. But on the fourth evening, as rain streaked the station windows, Adam heard his name spoken like it mattered. He turned to see Claire, hair pulled back, coat simpler than before, eyes bright with relief at finding him. "I was hoping I'd see you," she said, a little breathless. "Can I buy you a coffee? Just to say thank you properly." He hesitated, glancing at Lily, who nodded enthusiastically. "Hot chocolate," she declared, sealing the decision. They sat at a small cafe table, steam curling upward, and talked, not about titles or money, but about Lily's love for drawing, Adam's late wife and the quiet courage it took to move forward, Claire's exhaustion from a life always moving too fast. Adam didn't know her job, Claire didn't volunteer it. For once, she liked being seen without the weight of her position. Days turned into weeks. Coffee became walks, walks became dinners. Adam noticed how Claire listened, really listened, and how Lily gravitated toward her without fear. Claire noticed how Adam never complained, even when the world pressed hard against him, and how his kindness wasn't performative, it was instinct. The truth emerged slowly, almost awkwardly. One evening, Claire admitted who she was, bracing for distance. Adam was quiet for a long moment, then smiled. "That's impressive," he said simply. "But it doesn't change the fact that you're the woman who almost fell down the stairs and laughs at Lily's bad jokes." Relief washed over her. The challenge shifted then, not wealth or status, but blending two very different lives. There were missteps, misunderstandings, moments when Adam's pride and Claire's pressure collided. But each time, they chose honesty. They chose patience. They chose to show up. The second hook came not with drama, but with a quiet test of commitment, the night Claire faced a public crisis at work and Adam faced a private one at home when Lily fell ill. Without hesitation, Claire left the spotlight and came to them, sitting on the floor of a small apartment, holding a cool cloth, realizing that love wasn't a grand rescue, it was staying when it was inconvenient. In the end, the stairs became a story they told Lily when she asked how grown-ups find each other. Adam would say it was about paying attention. Claire would say it was about choosing kindness even when no one is watching. And Lily would add that sometimes people fall, and sometimes someone is there to catch them. The inspiring truth lingered long after the story ended. Real love doesn't announce itself with titles or power. It shows up in ordinary moments, in split-second decisions, and in the courage to reach out, because you never know whose life, including your own, you might save.